we're going to try to go over the second part of Glow. So you've got your tab printed out, and you're listening, and you have it on the page that says Part 2 up top. And we just ended approximately at 2:04 in the piece. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And so we're going to hear the piece from about 2:04 to 2:15, and then I'm going to play it, which is the first line of the tab on part 2. And it's the same thing pretty much as the third line on the first page of the tab. So we're repeating a line here, but I'm going to go ahead and go over it again. And I'm going to go ahead and just play it on the YouTube where I've initially recorded it so you can hear it. Then I'll pause it and I'll play it on the flute slowly. Alright, so that's about 2 minutes to 2 minutes 15 seconds right there. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. Start out with 1-3 again. Bring down, hit 1-3-4. Then 4, 5, 4 again, 3, 5, and then 4-3-4. Okay, I'll play it all together slowly. Okay. Alright, that takes us up to about 2:15, 2:16. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the music again for my initial recording. I'm going to play the second line so you can hear it, and then I'll go over the second line slowly. Alright, so let me play that again, or let me just back that up a little bit. Okay, so we move from that first line then I go into 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, and then I start to trill. So it's 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, and then that's relatively slow, and then I speed it up. Then I hold the fifth note for a while, and then I finish that line off with holding all 6 down for quite a while, like 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, so line 2 is going to take us from 2 minutes 15 seconds into the piece to about 2:37. Okay, so I'm sorry, I was trilling 3 to 4. It should be 4 to 5. All right, let me go back and see if I can play that along with the recording. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep the recording going here. We'll listen to the third line. So that last note of the second line is pretty long. And of course you can really do whatever you want. If you don't want to trill, you could just whatever. Again, I was doing 3-4. It should have been 4-5, 4-5 there. So or you can do 3/4. You know, there's no right or wrong here. This is just a guide to get you into that, you know, mindset or that slow process that you know, you're talking about. And for me, I think that's really where this instrument shines. It's just this. It just has such a meditative quality, and it's, for me, recording that piece was just tremendous. It was a tremendous uplift for me, you know. And if somebody can get some benefit out of that, man, I'm thrilled. So let me go ahead and record that. Let's listen to the third line now. We're still holding that 6th note from the 6th line. Then 5/4, holding that. 1 3 4 4 5 4 3 5. Okay. All right. Let's go over it again. The third line. We're still holding that 6th note. I'm sorry. It's 6. 5/4. That was correct. And I'm holding the 4 to about 2 minutes 45 seconds. Then I'm going back up, and I've got 1 3 4 4 5 4 3 5. All right. Let's go back and see if I can play that. Okay, I drifted down into the 4th line there, but it's we'll go over it again. So going over the 3rd line, you're holding that 6, then you're 5/4, and you're holding the 4th note. All right. Then from there, the first part of the 4th line, you're doing a little run. So it's 5/4 3, and then you're doing a quick pop. So you're 5/4 3, and you're popping back to 4. All right. Let's see if we can hear that. This is the middle of the 3rd line. All right. The first part after that first part of the 4th line is that. All right, I'm going to keep going from there. Still holding the 4th note. 1 3 4 4 3 5 5.5 and 6, and that takes us into the last line there. Okay, I know it's probably a little confusing at this point, but I'm going to start at the beginning of the 4th line. So that last note on the fourth line is 5.5. You just want to grab and half hold this, then come off and play the fifth note again, and then come down and hit the sixth note. So it's 5, 5.5, 5, 6. Okay. That takes us to about 3:23 into the piece, and we're 2 notes. That last part I just ended, that's 2 notes into the last line on this second part page. So it's the fifth line of the tab, and if you're looking at it, on the top it says 3:23, and then there's an open hold flute. Okay, and I'm going to play the next little run, which is going to complete part 2 here. So let me go ahead and play it on the recording. Okay, so again, it's just that run that you did at the beginning of the fourth line. 5, 4, 3 pop to 4. That brings you right about 3:45, which you go into the third part then. So there you have it. It's really very simple. But again, I think, just that slow, progressive, it really builds a lot of tremendous energy, and this is just a wonderful instrument to play. I don't know any other way to describe it, and especially when you can get a good track that doesn't have a lot of deviation in the background music, so you can really, you're not, the background's just there, the tonic is just there humming along, or the fifth. I think this is in C now. I thought it was in F, but it's in C. So you have that tonic bass, and it's just steady, and there's no really ups or downs, and then you can layer this flute over that and really get some wonderful harmonies and just some nice passages in there. So I guess that'll do it for part 2. Thanks for watching.